You know what really grinds my gears? People who say India's never invaded a country since 10,000 BCE. Firstly, India isn't a single entity. That's like saying Europe has never invaded. It still isn't. Secondly, assuming that they mean Indian kingdoms, that'd still be false if they set the limits to the continental plate of India. We have numerous examples, including the Sikhs with the Dogra faction with their Ladakhis and Baltis setting out for Tibet, Choras raiding Nusantara, and going by the Sumerian text, even the Maluhans of Indus Valley waging the First World War. The contradictory nature of this is especially seen with the popular imagination of certain nationalist documentary lovers or those who simply enjoy Torah-era fiction. But beyond the chest-thumping pride that some of us have for this topic, we need to uncover why this happened. The world wasn't how we imagine it today, with the power and wealth lying in the West. Much of the wealth was actually in India and China at this time. This globalized and interconnected world had much of its trade happening around the Indian Ocean, and of course the superpowers aimed to make use of that. But the invasions didn't just happen east-west with Bengal, Kalinga, Tamil, or Lanka trying to have a say in the matters, it also seemed to happen westwards. Enter Tambralinga, a land named after the copper-colored Shivalingam located in the Kra Isthmus, which is now a choke point between Myanmar, Thailand, and Malaysia. Chinese sources have confirmed that the 12th and 13th centuries involved a rise in the commercial success of the Nusantaran city-states. Tambralinga was one such kingdom. This Malayan city-state seems to have had suzerainty over the rest of the peninsula. The Hattavanagalla Viharavamsa describes a king known as Chandrabanu. Quite fearsome, isn't it? It's said that he's from the Tambralinga country. Now, meanwhile, this reflects the depiction of Chandrabanu in the Chuluvamsa. A king of the Javakas, known by the name of Chandrabanu, landed with a terrible Javaka army under the treacherous pretext that they were also followers of Buddha. The text Javaka, derived from Javanese, is a generic term used for Nusantarans or Malayans. However, unlike the Chora raids, which aim mostly at tribute and regime change, Chandrabanu wanted to build an Indian Ocean empire, commanding both the Palk and Malacca Straits. He attempted to conquer and rule Sri Lanka. Many places in the Jaffna Peninsula seem to have had names that may originate from this period, including Chavakacheri or Javakote. Securing the Buddhist artifact of the Tooth Relic would have helped Chandrabanu to legitimize himself as the ruler of Lanka. Many dominant Sri Lankan kings have used it and displayed it in the past, centuries earlier. Just like how we have the geopolitical games of balance and allegiance, the Pandyas decided to team up with the Lankans. Tambralinga, which had established power in the region using their Tamil and Sinhalese mercenaries, still fell prey to the Pandyas after years of tribute tussles and power play failed. They were vassalized in their own homeland by the Thai and eventually faded into history.